First and foremost, as always, we like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racham, Padash. Double honors unto the apostles, elders of Great Millstone, the bishops also of Great Millstone, all right, out in Connecticut, and to you fellow laborers of the hopeful, I Rabbi Allah. All right, that's to say 144,000 in the Lashawan Kodash. All right, the ancient Hebrew. You know, that's what we're all striving to be a part of. We're striving to be of that number. All right, so coming back out another week to prophesy the downfall of this wicked ass kingdom. All right, America. All right, this wicked ass, dumb, docile kingdom that is, you know, destined to be destroyed. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 50 and verse 16. But unto the wicked, the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
Right. So the wicked, that's twofold. First and foremost is Esau, Edom. All right, the so-called white man. All right, the Edomites, the so-called Caucasians. That's the wicked, all right, on the planet Earth. Okay, hold that Maccabees 1 and 9. Equal multiply. So first and foremost, the wicked is the so-called Caucasian race, and then on top of that, you got Israelites that fall into that category as well. Okay, but pertaining to Esau, the brother Thaba and I, and myself, we was listening to the Apostle Tahar's video where he was dealing with, he's pretty much commentating on the debate that Captain Tazaria had with on that No Fugazi podcast with the dude Cooley, and he was the moderator, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, consider it. And then, you know, random Edomites just popping up, asking questions. And, you know, pretty much the apostle was getting mad, Apostle Tahar was getting mad because you got Esau that asked a question. That was weird, man. What the hell? You got Esau that would ask questions, and then when the question gets answered, they want to filibuster. You know, they want to move the goalposts. They want to flat out say, "Oh, that's not what that means. That's stupid," so on and so forth. When not only did I answer your question, but it got answered correctly a majority of the time. Because there was a time when, you know, Captain Zaryak didn't answer whatever question correctly. But you got Edomites trying to sit in a position of authority and dictate what the Bible is talking about, and when they attempt to, they just totally butcher the scriptures, man. You know? So go ahead, read that again.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 50 and verse 16. Unto the wicked, the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statute, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee.
Yeah, so Esau, they hate instruction, and they cast the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai behind them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They hate instruction, and the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, they just feel that they're entitled to just throw them away. Which is why nothing in the scriptures is actually upheld here in America. All right, according to the scriptures, two men that laid down with each other, or two women that laid down with each other, doing any type of sexual act, they are supposed to get stoned to death. Okay, any of these, majority of these Levite, so-called Haitian daughters that's out here just being whores, you know, their fathers, all right, in the ancient world were priests, or officiated some type of office pertaining to the temple. All right. So by default, that woman, just like the rest of Israel, who, you know what I'm saying, is only supposed to be a wife to one husband, as long as that man's alive. But pertaining to the tribe of Levi, the so-called Haitians, you got Haitian females as the biggest hoes going. And she's supposed to be burnt. That's the point. She's, according to the Holy Scripture, she's supposed to be burnt to death. You know? But you don't see that happening. Okay? Adultery is rampant here in America. And according to the Scriptures, depending on if that man was, matter of fact, we'll get that in Deuteronomy 18. But finish that.
This is Psalms 50 and verse 18. When thou sawest a thief, then thou contendest with him, consentedest with him.
Yeah, meaning you was Confederate. You heard, you know, and then dealing with the Babylonians. All right, when we got taken down, the southern kingdom got taken down by the Babylonians. You had Esau there were certain roads and highways that ran all throughout the Levant, that ran from Mesopotamia to damn Egypt, down into Ethiopia and through the land of Ammon and Moab and the Negev and all that. You know what I'm saying? And these roads were privy to Judah. All right, Judah knew these roads and whatnot, and being that Esau was on the other side, all right, of you know, the border of Israel, Judah in particular, they knew that, okay, when the Babylonians come through, hey, we know that there's gonna be some Jews trying to escape through here, so we're gonna cut them off and hand them over to the Babylonians. You know, 777. You know, so hey, like the scripture said, when thou sinnest a thief, thou consentedest with them. Meaning you was Confederate. You okay? Yeah, we gonna help y'all out. Meanwhile, both Jacob and Esau came from the same father, which technically the Edomites are our brothers, but they're our wicked twin brothers. All right, the arch nemesis of the Israelites. Okay, and they broke that brotherly bond. Okay.
Finish it off. It says, and has been partakers with adulterers.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit.
Yeah, everything coming from Esau is deceit, lies. All right, just like in the media, I was watching Mike Adams, or listening to Mike Adams last night, and he was saying that you got Benjamin Netanyahu that's flat out saying that all that destruction that is present, that took aerial views. There's a plane that flew over Israel, and they took, or Palestine, and they took photos of what Gaza looks like. All right, Palestine looks like, and that shit it looked like a war zone. It looked worse than some shit over in Ukraine, man. You know. And so you got Benjamin Netanyahu that's saying that, Israel didn't do that. That was caused by Hamas.
Right.
Just flat out lying. Flat out lying. So Esau's tongue, it's tailor-made through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to just speak lies, man.
As soon as he be born.
Yep. If you want to grab that.
Come.
Go ahead. It's like 50.
Verse 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thy own mother's son.
Yeah, like we said, thine own mother's son, being that Jacob and Esau, and we got a prime example of that right in front of our eyes.
Right on,
brother.
Like, you know you look out of place.
Out of place.
Yeah.
You know you look out of place. Yeah, you know what you want.
Is that?
You know what you expect. You know
But with no beard on his face.
Hey, this is
reverse Oreo.
Yeah, they got that. He's in between the white bread.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some salami in between the white bread.
This is Psalm 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Yeah, the wicked being Esau, the wicked being Esau, Edom, the so-called white race. As soon as they're born, they are accustomed to lying, man. You know, they got crumbs, a little toddler crumbs all on they mouth from eating cookies out the cookie jar that's on top of the refrigerator. How they got up there, the parents is still, they don't know.
They're still trying to figure that one out.
Still trying to figure that out. And you flat out ask them if they ate the cookies, and they're gonna say no. But the evidence is all over their face, though. That's and that root of evil and lies and deceit is Edomites are born with that.
Yeah.
And they carry that on into their old age, man.
They pass, you know how animals be born, they can just get up and start walking and shit.
Yeah.
That's Esau. As soon as they be born, they be ready to lie. Right then and there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, verse 4. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent.
Yeah, hey. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. A serpent, once they put them fangs in you, and if you don't have the antidote or the cure, so to say, and that poison oozes through your blood, there's only a certain amount of time you can expect to remain alive, because that poison is going to pretty much coagulate your blood, man.
Yeah.
Depending on what type of snake it is,
Yeah,
what type of poison.
Yeah.
You might bleed out, or you might coagulate. You know, certain poisons are it'll act as a blood thinner, so where you'll bleed out. Just like if you have too much garlic, you know, garlic is a blood thinner. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a crazy ass a bloody nose, if you don't coagulate that or find some way for it to stop bleeding, you can lose a lot of blood, man. All right, so that's pretty much Esau's philosophies, like the brother said. His doctrines, the shit you learn when you get indoctrinated by going to school, like in that same video that we're making reference to with Apostle Tahar commentating on Captain Tazariak on that podcast. Apostle Tahar mentions that these women, when they go to Esau's schools, you know, in college and whatnot, they end up being complete bug outs, man. All right, an idiot with a degree. That's all they become, is an idiot with a degree. Because the dude Cooley was trying to say, you got women that got IQs as high as men, and all. Man, get out of here with that, man.
They age out at 15.
Yeah.
A woman, you have to deal. If you're dealing with a woman, you got to deal with her like she's 15, man. She don't have shit. You got to tell her how to do this. You got to tell her how to do that.
Wait.
You know.
Yeah, they need a counselor, man.
They need guidance.
They need guidance.
They need leadership.
Yep.
They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear.
Yeah, a deaf adder that you can cross paths with a snake. And you know that motherfucker do all this shit and raise up and it, you know, and you can be pointing your finger at it, telling it not to. Hey, don't come this way. Don't. That nigga ain't listening to you. You know, he sees you as a threat. So when the time is right, he gonna strike and hit you with some of that fire, and your ass will be out of there. You know, that's Esau. So when you allow yourself to get indoctrinated with Esau's bullshit, that was cool.
Cool.
Yeah, boy. When you allow yourself to get indoctrinated with Esau's bullshit, you know, you take on God doesn't exist. Or the Big Bang. A man shouldn't have more than one wife. You know, rape in the Bible is completely forbidden. You know what I'm saying? Like you allow yourself to just become a doppelganger of the so-called white man. All right, you become a spiritual idiot. You know,
which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely.
Right, and we, the prophets, All right, starting with our apostles and elders, we're the charmers. All right, charming never so wisely, breaking down what the scriptures actually mean, so on and so forth. But hey, Esau's not going to listen to that. We flat out telling them. That's why the apostle said the only the only thing you need to be telling Esau is that they going into captivity. That they're the devil and they're going into captivity.
Yeah.
You know, it's no point in trying to reason with the Edomite and get him to become illuminated to the true breakdowns in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Wasting your time.
I got a precept too that said that.
He showed his judgments and his statutes to Jacob. He ain't dealt with
That's in Psalm 148.
Yeah, and other nations are nothing unto him. Verse 6, break their teeth, O Most High, in their mouth break out the great teeth.
Yeah, because with a serpent, them fangs is where the poison comes from.
Yeah.
You know? And for a serpent, those fangs represent the teeth, represent the strength.
Yeah.
You know? So, and you know what too? Also with a snake, it's two things it's going to do. It's going to bite you, and it's going to wrap you, it's going to coil around you and strangle your ass.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when you fucking adhere to Esau's his whack ass philosophies, man. You become suffocated, and then that poison sets in.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying? And then before you know it, you out of there.
Ate the fuck up.
Go ahead, everybody.
Yep. The great teeth of the young lion, O Lord, let them melt away as water, which run continually. When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows, let them be cut into pieces.
Right. So ultimately, hey, let Esau and the wicked 222 rock out y'all about to me outside. Let them melt away. And the way Esau gonna melt away is via those thermonuclear missiles.
Yeah, man.
You know, if somebody wanna hold that in what's that, Zachariah? But go ahead, talk.
I got two things. I got the one that was most recently quoted, which is Psalm chapter 147, verse 19 and verse 20. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. As for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
That's right.
So, pertaining to the judgments, the statutes, the commandments, the laws, what's pleasing to the Heavenly Father has been made known to us, the Israelites. That's not something that all nations have the luxury of saying that they've been literally given that. You know, they've had somebody that was sat down and pretty much coached. All right, or someone of their nation supped with the Heavenly Father and gave them what was pleasing to him to give to the rest of their nation. That only pertains to the Israelites, man. All right, that don't go for these heathens, because the truth of the Bible, the heathens don't believe in that. You know, they still caught up on Jesus Christ, right. That title, which is earth dirt.
Right.
Earth dirt, the word Jesus meaning earth dirt. They still caught up on Jesus not being the Lord's actual name. So how the hell is they gonna receive the mysteries that's in the scriptures, man?
If they didn't get the judgments, you know, the law, statutes, the commandments, if they didn't get any of that, how are they going to understand it? How will they have the authority to understand the scriptures when the scriptures wasn't given to them?
Yeah.
That's the same as going to a country. That country invented its own sport. If you go into that country and you seeing that sport for the first time, you can't say that you understand that sport. Right. In your country, they don't play that sport.
Or rugby.
They don't even speak of pickleball, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because that's some new shit. That's like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, if you ain't from that country, you haven't been involved with that, you ain't gonna understand it. Well, it's the same thing. The scriptures was written for the Israelites.
Yep.
If you ain't an Israelite, you ain't truly gonna understand the scriptures. You can come up with your own interpretation, but it's exactly that. It's your own interpretation.
Which Esau does. He sits in, I got it right here.
Because he's got his venom, right? Esau with his venom.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 4. Who opposes and exalted himself.
It said, look that word oppose up. He opposes, man. Off the back, it said it mentions Esau opposing. All right, and we're dealing with the scripture, so you know, before the scripture is even completed, what he's opposing is righteousness.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
The word oppose in the blue letter
you got
is
to pronounce it like Esau.
No.
No, I'm saying, okay.
Hey, get that Greek one. Get that Greek one.
Chop it up, chop it up.
This is G480 Antikemai.
Nope. Antic I'm Mahi. Antic I Mahi.
Antikamai.
Antikamai. It says to be set.
Antique sound kind of like you know, an antique.
Ancient. I'm opposed to the ancient. To be.
He is opposed to the ancient. All right, that's why he wants to rewrite history. That's the whole reason behind the Renaissance. Is so that way he can read, because he's against the ancient, because the ancient doesn't have him in rulership. The ancient has him as a caveman. You know?
Yeah. I was just, that's the spirit, because I was somewhere that it was on the TV, and it was showing, you know, a caveman, you know, modern day and the ancient human and all of this stuff, Neanderthals and all of this. I'm like, he saw this damn mind, man, feeding this to the people, just lying, man.
Lying.
They lied, man.
It says to be set
80
over
million years ago.
360 million years.
to be set over against, opposed to oppose, to be adverse to, withstand.
Yeah, withstand. Hey, with the compelling evidence of us being God's chosen people. I'm talking about the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native. With the overwhelming evidence of us being the people of the book, God's chosen people, Esau still withstands that and trying to keep up that lie, going pertaining to the Israelis over in the land of Israel, supposedly being God's chosen people. When one, they're not the same skin tone as the people that left, the Israelites that left, according to the president of Egypt,
Abdul Nasir Gamal.
Yep, as the brother said. He said, they left out pretty much black and came back white. Because of that,
Grab that quote too.
because of that, we can't accept you. And the brother's gonna grab the quote. But so history shows that those people in that land aren't the true people of the book, you know. And then the people in the land don't uphold anything that the scriptures say you're supposed to uphold, and they don't refrain from anything that the scriptures tell you that you're supposed to refrain from. And on top of that, there's war the world over, especially in that land, man. You got a goddamn genocide going on right now in the land of Israel, but they supposed to be the chosen people. Come on, man.
And they're behind a lot of the war and the conflicts that's happening inside the world right now.
Yep. Behind all of it, really. Let me know when you're ready.
Going back to 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 4, who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
Yep, this was round the curve. So Esau is in the Holy Land, claiming to be God, all right, via his science and all that shit. You know, they oppose any so-called religion. They feel that they're superior. You know, and really like with the so-called Muslims and shit. There's war between them and those Israelis. Because they believe in, you know, I don't even want to say Judaism. They believe in the Talmud. Let's say that. They believe in Satan. Let's say, you know, they believe in Satan. and they're trying to combat people that believe in Satan by way of Muhammad. So it's a lose-lose, man. Okay, but the point being, anything that is considered God or considered anything that's considered God or religious or anything like that, you got Esau that is trying to supersede that. This nigga,
Damn. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Welcome to Washington. All right.
I got Ricky.
You have something?
Yes, more than a quote. I got this quote and then I got a pre.
Bring that quote out.
Yep. This is Gamal Abdel Nasser, second president of the United Arab Republic, formerly president of the Republic of Egypt. The Europeans claiming to be Jews are nothing more than Hebrew-speaking Gentiles.
Yeah, which really Yiddish, because that's not real Hebrew.
Right.
What they speak.
Right.
They speak Yiddish.
Hello, my brothers.
What's up, man?
Hello, my brothers.
How you doing? How you doing?
Hello, my brothers.
How you doing?
What's going on, man?
Bless you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bless you.
I'm from the tribe of God.
Trying to gas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where you from originally?
Where am I from originally? I'm from the tribe of God.
No, I'm saying like...
Originally from Nigeria.
Okay.
My fathers told me that we are the tribe of God.
Okay.
The world has been playing games and telling us that the other people are the Jews.
Yeah.
Other people are Hebrew. It's a lie. My forefathers told us that we are the tribe of God. Okay? And we left Egypt before the rest of the brethren left. We are Hebrews.
Yeah.
The original. We are the only people in this world that are telling everybody who we are. And that's why they hate us everywhere we go.
Yeah.
Okay? Keep up the good work, my brothers.
All right. Thank you.
The lies they are telling,
That's right.
they keep telling it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Echinesians came up from nowhere and claiming to be who we are. They are
Right.
not.
That's right.
This is why the Palestinians are fighting them. You left black and you came back a different color. Why are you the way you thought you were?
Man, you want to know the spirit? That's what we're reading right now.
Come on, brother. Come on, brother. You know, we have been educated not to be told lies no more.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hey, that's why the Bible says you shall know the truth and the truth shall set
And
you
the truth
free.
shall set you free.
Yeah.
You know, those of us who came out, right? When we came out here, I came out here over 50 years ago. Okay? And when I'm talking to them, they're like, why are you saying they're a Hebrew? Well, what's in Israel? These are what you call people from Morocco.
Yeah.
Claiming to be children of Abraham when they are not.
Yeah.
The Lord bless
All right,
you.
brother.
Yeah. Take care, man.
All right.
Hey, that's what you call the spirit, man.
That's the spirit
Literally,
like a mother.
he quoted. And he ain't watching the live stream right now.
He just pulled up.
He pulled up, parked the car, bounced out, and quoted the quote that the brother is reading.
That's
Man.
You know, so that's the spirit, man. But that just goes to show you that the lies Esau flooded the earth with, that shit ain't doing nothing no more. People don't believe the bullshit no more. Because if there was any validity to the philosophy Esau pumps out there, the world would be a better place. You know what I'm saying? There would be no people starving. There would be no genocide. There would be no such thing as GMOs, and you gotta fucking look out for all these preservatives and additives on the back of a damn box of food. First of all, you wouldn't even be getting food out of a box or a can or a bag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? One thing I've always thought of, it hit me some years ago, I was like, man, it's crazy that I know this because when I 3333 when I remember back when I used to be juicing and hitting smoothies. Like that's all I was doing, you know, for a period of time. And I noticed that when I would get the raw fruits and vegetables, it would take me a long time to actually check out. You know, because they had to fucking weigh it, scan it or whatever and type punch in numbers. What you know the code for this?
Right.
But everything on the box got a damn barcode. Beep beep beep
Right
beep
through.
beep
Yeah.
beep beep beep. Can beep beep and they pack it and then they out the door. But everything. But everything that they getting is gonna kill them. But when you actually eat things that actually come from the earth that's not tampered with and altered to some degree, because you know all this stuff is jacked up, it'll take you a long time to ring out at the cash register. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so-called organic.
Yeah.
You know, more organic than some shit that you buy in a box or a can. You know.
Yeah.
But we can get back to
Finish reading this. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That brother was reading the quote. That was it for the quote?
No, I was. I didn't get to it yet.
Oh, okay.
The Europeans claiming to be Jews are nothing more than Hebrew-speaking Gentiles. The late president of Egypt, Gamal Abdel Nasser, stated on television, "You, the Jews, will never be able to live in peace because you have left here black and came back white. We cannot accept you." 1952.
Yeah. So you left white. I mean, excuse me. You left black and came back white. Because of that, we can't accept you. Meaning you're imposters, man.
Yep.
All right. Imposters.
Lies and deception.
And really, you know, you got the Northern Kingdom that's lighter. A lot of them, as the scripture says, a cake Ephraim is a cake not turned. You got a lot of Northern Kingdom that's lighter. But that quote that whatever Nasser Abdul whatever president of Egypt, the quote he made with him saying that you left black and came back white, you know that's pertaining to the Southern Kingdom, because the Northern Kingdom was already over here in the Americas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well before this dude even was born, you had the Northern Kingdom over here in the Americas.
Like hundreds of years.
Hundreds, yes, thousands. You know what I'm saying? That dude after years. So, you know, it's validity to that. You know? Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 13. For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Yeah, that's Esau thinking they God, man.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
Yeah, he's here in America, got Jake. Pretty much we're in captivity. Well, we are in captivity, ain't no pretty much. But this is a prison planet, like Alex Jones used to say back in the day.
Yeah.
Prisonplanet.com. Yeah, you know? So this is a prison planet, man. And majority of the Israelites is here in not majority, but a large quantity of all 12 tribes is currently captive here. That was crazy. What the hell?
He's slinging DVDs.
What are them? Special.
So majority of a large quantity, should I say, of Israelites are captive here in North America, man.
Yeah.
And this is the place where Esau is really, you know, the beacon of wickedness. You know, as long as Esau can rule over Jake's here in America, you know, he feels he can control Jake's everywhere else, because Jake everywhere else is influenced by Jake here in America. That's why it's such an that's why it's so much of an influence. Or that's not even the word I want. That's why it's so much of interest with Esau to pretty much make sure Jake here in America's mind is all jacked up, so that way that philosophy he gave him, that poison, can be spread to the rest of the world via media. You know,
like the brothers last night in Dallas, you had a jit come up and say, why the white man ain't on the sun? You know,
we was watching it. We was on the downboard.
But Jake wanna fit Esau into the puzzle. You know, Esau can't be part of this, man. He's through. He's the wicked. You know, he has put this mental slavery, this white. He basically gave him that Man in Black view.
Yep.
And wiped your memory clean.
What have seen this?
Exactly. Wiped your memory clean. Now you don't know which way is up, which way is down. You don't know what to believe unless the white man told you that's this the truth.
Hey, you got Jake talking about they Americans. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was coming up, Jake that I knew considered himself an American. Now, so far African American or black or whatever the case may be, but you didn't have no crispy ass nigga walking around talking about I'm American and he got a fucking American flag hat on.
Yeah.
All black, like if he's retired from the army or some shit.
Right.
When the term America goes back to Amerigo Vespucci.
Yeah.
Which Ameri means bitter. That's the way this place going on. Bitter.
Yep. So this is a bitter ass captivity. You know?
Isaiah 14:14, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Yeah, that's Esau. You know, he wants to be like the Heavenly Father. You know, that's why they gotta constantly pump them lies dealing with space. Oh, we just found a new planet. Oh, there's something hovering above the Earth. Oh, we sent a rover to Mars. Oh, look at these interstellar pictures. All this bullshit. Bullshit. You know? Yeah, exactly.
Damn well they don't got no type of technology for that. But the people don't know that because they can continually lie to them, man. And they can produce Hollywood productions to here's my proof that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But it's all lies, man.
All of it.
It's all lies. All of Esau's history is based upon lies. Every single aspect of it is based upon a lie, man.
Verse 15, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see.
Yeah, because right now Esau's all lofty. But the Lord's going to bring him down to his rightful position as a base man. All right, your head in the clouds, and you think you that dude, like using Donald Trump, for instance. You know, Donald Trump is a proud ass dude, man. A proud ass dude. He thinks he's the most important and powerful man on the planet, which he's very wrong about that, man. Okay, but the Lord is gonna take the whole nation of Edom and show them to be idiots. All right, when every Edomite on planet Earth is shackled up in captivity,
Yeah.
how high is your head gonna be in the clouds then? All right, and the Lord starting with the elites, because the elites got the bunkers, you know, that they're gonna escape to and think they safe and whatnot. Only to as we was going into a couple weeks ago, only to get them shits kicked in. Oh, that was the brothers out in Cali when we was out there with them, and they're talking about kicking in them doors, boom. You know, putting chains and shackles on them niggas, man. You know, and that's going. Hey, starting with the elites.
Yep.
It's only a matter of time, man. Only a matter of time.
Rejoice and be glad. Because you got a short time left, man.
Yeah.
And the Lord gonna snatch it from you. It says the saints of the Lord are gonna take the kingdom of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That means violently your ass is going into slavery. That's right. Sideways Nike mark.
Hey, yeah. Oh, they said that all done. Yashawamba, man. Hell to Yashawamba. Dude, he said he looked down and seen the Nike. He said, just do it.
You gotta look past the fringes.
Bypass the fringes. Yeah. Those Nikes. Yeah, inside joke. Inside joke.
Hey, you got Nikes on your feet.
Isaiah 14:16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee.
Yeah, narrowly look at, like, if you got an Edomite you know what I'm saying? I say, if you was up on a mountain and or a big ass hill, and there's some Edomites congregating or whatever, your view of them is gonna be narrow, like an eagle. It's just gonna be pinpoint right to them motherfuckers right there, you know. So those that see these shall narrowly look upon. Look that word narrow, narrowly. Gonna look at Esau like, yeah, that demon right there. And like that shit on the internet where that Jake son slapped that dude. The dude hit him or something like that. And the dude, he was like, I think it might have been a Latin or an Arab, but he got the little kid's face. He was like, and the kid, wow, slapped his ass.
His father was right there.
Right there.
Like do something.
Yeah. You know? Yep. So apparently, you know?
The word, this is H7688 is Shagaka.
Oh, okay.
Right. CH. It'll be SHAGACH.
AA, which you drop the AA on.
Outline of biblical usage is to gaze, to stare. It says look narrowly, sharply. Look sharply at, glance sharply at.
Sharply. When you look sharply at something, it's that what you're looking at is for a purpose. You know? So we're gonna narrowly look at Esau like this fucking demon. Had the whole world breathing fucked up air.
Side eye.
Yeah, the side eye. You're gonna be giving them that. You're gonna be looking at it
like we do now.
Yeah.
Like what you up to, nigga?
Like scrutinizing every fucking move. They breathing wrong. You think they breathing wrong? You ready to smack the shit out of
You
them.
looking at them sideways and up and down?
Right,
like,
right. It's all fun.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You giving them the ice cube. You know what I'm talking about?
Just like, and that's a perfect example because that's that fucking this kid. That ain't even a woman. That's a fucking man. That's a man.
A whole man.
That's that Washington shit. 888. Washington.
Isaiah 14:16, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
Yeah, he's supposed to be the fucking hunk of the earth that with his fucking cut off nut hugger jeans and his wife beater. You know what I'm saying? And his ponytail on some 90s wrestler shit. Bret Hart. What was that? Bret Hart? The Heartbreak Kid. You know what I'm saying? On some shit like that.
Well, yeah, Bret Hart, but then also like Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels
Michaels is a better example.
Yeah, there we go. I ain't in the wrestling. You know? Yeah, hey, in the kingdom, we're going to look at Esau like, this piece of shit, this bum. You know?
It says, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoner.
And shalom to the brothers on the comment board.
Shalom.
Isaiah 14:17, that made the world a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoner.
Yeah. So everybody's in a form of captivity in Babylon, man. Yeah. Around the world for that matter. And you got people that not people, but there's a lot of people that want the UN to be pretty much done away with because they realize that the United Nations is pretty much bringing the world into a one world government, which is doing away with sovereignty. So via this one world government, and Esau's new world order and whatnot, there ain't gonna be a such thing as a sovereign nation. You know, you might looking at that word sovereign or sovereignty. Okay, Meaning,
You want that in Edom or you want a definition of
because when you're sovereign, you have the right to have an army, a standing military. You know, you can have your own laws. The way you govern your country is nobody else's business. When you're sovereign, you can do that. But with this whole United Nations and all this shit, this one world, fucking Bob Marley, one love shit. All right, we heard that. We went to the store earlier. This bitch was playing that shit. You know, I never really liked that song growing up. It just didn't feel right in my spirit. One love. You got white people that knew, like, I didn't learn about that song until I met a cat in the army that was from Jamaica, and he pretty much like put me on the Bob Marley. I knew of Bob Marley, but I wasn't listening to Bob Marley. But then when I hear this song, One Love, and white people go crazy when they hear that, it's like, y'all like that more than niggas do. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so that's what the United Nations is trying to push, a one world government and whatnot. And with that, they're going to take away everybody's liberty. You know? Well, go ahead, Thomas.
7, 5.
sovereignty. All right, this is a definition off of the Merriam-Webster app, Merriam-Webster dictionary. Sovereignty, a noun. Okay. It says definition: a supreme power, especially over a body politic. Freedom from external control.
Yeah, freedom from external control. When you're sovereign, and you know, Esau's a demon, because look, all the sovereign nations that still exist that are free from external control, Esau wants to topple those governments and put a proxy leader in there that's going to be a puppet to their beck and call.
Yep.
You know, look at Syria last year. They went in there and they got rid of Assad. All right, they destroyed Syria, which they've been up to that for some years, damn near a decade, or longer than that. But you know, when we first came in, that's when like the whole Syria conflict with the West kind of was sparked off. But last year, you see how they went in there and got Bashar al-Assad, the rightful president of Syria, out of there. He had to flee to Russia. You see what they're trying to do with Iran, but that ain't working.
Right.
What they trying to do with Iran, that ain't working. All right, you see what they did with Gaddafi in Libya.
Yep.
Back in 2011, 2012. Okay, you see what Esau did with Iraq. What's the president of Iraq? Saddam Hussein. All right, in Iraq, you see what they did with him back in 2001, 2, 3, whatever. You know, so if you are a sovereign nation, Esau do whatever they got to do to get you up out of there and put somebody in power that they can control. And by way of that, you are no longer sovereign, because now your government is pretty much a cookie cutter of some government that cracker established somewhere else in the earth. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Real quick, can I say something? Just going into, there was an article this morning, Israel to occupy Gaza, on the terms of their negotiation for a ceasefire. It's basically that. You let us put a puppet government in your fucking country and let our people basically
Run it.
Yeah, run it, and continual surveillance on you through the IDF, and we'll call it quits.
That's crazy, man.
Crazy.
You know? So the devil don't play fair, man.
Nope.
And the devil we talking about is the so-called white man.
That's right.
But the spearhead of that is Amalek.
That's right.
All right? Because what people get misconstrued is they assume that so-called Caucasians, all right, whether it's a cracker a cracker's a cracker, okay?
Right.
You got
You
various.
can't change the makeup of a cracker, bro.
Yeah.
It's a cracker.
You
It
can
is
change
what
the
it
color
is. Right. It's
because
still a cracker.
you got graham crackers.
You got Ritz crackers.
All right,
It's still
that's
just,
one.
it's still just dried up nasty bread.
You got graham crackers. A graham cracker is an Edomite that you thought, like Herod the Great. Herod the Great was Herod the Great was a graham cracker. He had the color of an Israelite, but his father's father, all that was, they were Edomites. All right, so a cracker's a cracker. But go ahead, read that again. What you had just read?
I didn't read it. I was just going into the. I was trying to find it in the article, but I couldn't find it quick enough. So I just quoted it so we can stay on the program.
Hey, it reminds me of that scene on Space Jam. I don't know how this popped in my head because I haven't seen that movie since I was a child. But Space Jam with Michael Jordan, where the dude is trying to give Michael Jordan a deal. He's like, you know, you're gonna all day long, you're gonna play one-on-one basketball, and you'll always lose.
Right.
You'll always lose. That's how Esau sets up his. That's how he sets it up
deals,
with these sovereign nations. He's like, look, I'll give you a deal, but you'll always lose. Man. You'll always lose, and I'm gonna get paid off of it, you know. And these countries don't want to go along with that.
That's right.
On sovereignty. Damn, my phone. Hold up, I gotta pull it back up. My phone is crazy. It says freedom from external control, controlling influence, one that is sovereign, especially an autonomous state, obsolete, extreme excellence, or an example of it.
Yeah, extreme excellence. And Gaddafi, he Gaddafi was you know, he had all these systems established to benefit the citizens of Libya. You know, when they would get married, he would give them I think he would give newlyweds money. Yep. You know, education was free, healthcare, all that. You know, but that's an example of some type of excellence. Right. Now the real supreme excellence is going to be the kingdom of heaven. That's right. Because it's going to be excluded from external. It's going to be exempt from external control or influence. All right, and that's always been a problem for us as Israelites. We've always had the heathen putting their influence on the rightful heirs of the land of Israel, like we always going back to the time of the Maccabees. All right, the time of the Maccabees, the time of the Hasmoneans, which that's the same line. Yeah. You always had the Greeks, all right, trying to impose their will upon the Israelites, man, to the point of putting them to death. In the kingdom of heaven, we ain't gonna have to worry about that. That's right. All right. Is that it?
Yeah, I got it in the etym. All right, sovereignty in etymologyonline.com. All right, it says sovereignty, a noun, late 14th century, sovereignty, preeminence, excellence, superiority.
Preeminence, meaning you're first. You come before all this other stuff. All right, so the heathen, we're going to have preeminence over the heathen. You know, as the scriptures say, matter of fact, somebody get that, what's that, the numbers of Amalek? He was the first of the nation. Oh, yeah. But his end shall be that he shall perish forever. Yeah. You know, because right now, that's what I want to get at too. Hold that thought. It's a misconception that people think that the so-called Jews in the land of Israel, the Israelis, they think that they're different than Edomite, a so-called white person in Australia, or here in America, or South America. Yeah. All right, because you got a lot of Germans and shit over in Brazil. You got a lot of them real pale Latins down in South America, Argentina and Chile. Got them big ass. They look just like a Edomite, a white person, but they speak Spanish. That's an Edomite, man, for the most part. Yep. You know. All right. All throughout Europe, those people are the same as the Israelis. They're the same nation of people. They're just different tribes. That's it. Just how you got Israelites, it's 12 brothers, 12 tribes, and we look different, but we're the same people. We got the same spirit. It's the same thing with so-called white people. All right, the grease balls down in South and Central America. All right, like people like Marco Rubio.
Oh man.
What's the other one? DeSantis. In Florida.
Oh, DeSantis, yeah.
Yeah, DeSantis. Ron DeSantis. Yeah. Ted Cruz. Yeah.
Hey, the old dude from RT, Sanchez.
Yeah, Rick Sanchez.
Rick Sanchez.
Those are all Edomites, man.
Yep.
Okay, they're just. You got to remember that these Latin tribes got their last names from Spaniards.
Yep.
All right. White people from Spain and Portugal that either spoke Portuguese or Spanish and forced that language on them. And that's the only reason why they got them Latin last names.
Yeah.
That's where the Cruz come from.
Yeah.
The Sanchez.
Yeah.
De La, whatever. Yeah,
De La
Mendez.
Cruz.
Something ending in a Z.
Rodriguez,
yeah, all that shit.
Dominguez,
Right.
Yeah.
all that shit.
Hey, all them slave ship owners, their last names were Lopez, Gonzalez, names like that. And they were all Amalekites.
All Edomites.
Just like Judah all got Edomite, Washington,
Johnson.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, Johnson,
Franklin.
and yeah, man, that type of shit, man.
Go ahead.
It says, hey, it says, authority, rule, supremacy of power or rank.
Yep.
From the Anglo-French, I'm just going to say sovereignty. Old French sovereignty. I'm just going to keep saying sovereignty rather than trying to pronounce this crap. It says the meaning existence as an independent state is from 1715. The general sense of state.
It's like it says existence as an independent state because that's another thing with Russia and the war with Russia and Ukraine. Ukraine is being used as a proxy by way of NATO to pretty much try and topple the government, Vladimir Putin. They want to get him out of there. I remember earlier, it was either earlier this year or sometime last year, where the Kremlin, they had a drone that tried to blow up some of the Kremlin or some shit. Yeah. You know, so they're targeting Putin. All right, but the point is, they want to knock down the current government and rulership of Russia and put in one of their proxies, and then incorporate Russia into NATO or into the European Union. You know, that pretty much that coalition. You know what I'm saying? Because right now Russia is the adversary of NATO. Okay?
To add to that, Putin is supposed to be coming to Alaska, I think next week or sometime. There's going to be a lot of heightened security and whatnot because, like I said, they won't have been.
And really, Alaska used to be owned by Russia.
Yep.
Russia.
For $7 million.
Yep. So Russia used to be they used to own Alaska. Alaska used to be known as Russia. All right, when it was purchased, you know, like the brother said. All right.
It says, it says the general sense of state or character of being in power is by 1860 sovereignness seems to be disused. And then just real quick, the word sovereign, okay, means superior, ruler, master, one who is superior to or has power over another.
Yeah, and the ultimate sovereign is Yahweh Shah.
Right.
All right. And that's what Esau is scared of. Esau is scared of the ultimate sovereign coming back to whoop ass. Okay, because that's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to have Yahweh Shah return and totally destroy all these kingdoms. All right.
Just a couple, real quick. It says highest supreme chief, a king or queen who exercises dominion over people, a recognized supreme ruler of a realm.
Yeah, so this realm, Donald Trump think he's the supreme leader of this realm. Can you hold that in the park where it says one realm against another?
Yeah.
Going into Yahweh Shai coming back. Bring that up.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 24 and verse 20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever.
Yeah, so when you go into that word first, it's going to go into chief. All right, so right now, Amalek, that's the biblical name for the so-called Israelis, which are Edomites. Their tribal name is Amalek. Currently, they're the first of the nations, man.
Yeah.
You know, they can literally get away with murder. They can fucking kill your children and drink their blood, and nothing's gonna happen to them.
Yeah. They are not in trouble as other men. Hey, they are not in trouble as other men.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab that.
And when you say if you dare, they'll do that and dare you to say something about it, because then they're gonna flip it to where they're the victim and you're anti. You're anti
semantics.
Semantics. There you go. You're anti-semantics now because you called them out on them being devils.
Yep.
Let me read this real quick. Psalm 73, and let me start at 1. It says, a psalm of Asaph. Truly the Most High is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone, my steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. And you know what? When you in the world and you don't know no better, you be envious. You be envious of Esau. I remember growing up in elementary, man, there was this fucking Edomite devil named Eric.
Eric.
And this dude, every day he got a Carl's Jr.'s for lunch. Every day. His mama was flying too. She was bad. She was bad. We was little kids like, we can't wait for her. We can't. And she used to drive a Corvette and shit. Man, we was like, man, we can't wait for Eric mama to come pull up with the food so we can look at her and shit.
Eric's mom has got it
going on.
You know what I'm saying? But so he used to get dropped off Carl's Jr.'s every day of the week, you know, for lunch. While we gotta go stand in line and get this fucking cafeteria food. So, you know, we used to be envious of that. Because he was like one of the only Edomites in the class. I was the only Judite in the class. He was like the only Edomite. It might have been a couple other Edomites. But everything else was Issachar. You know what I'm saying? So you know, Issachar and Judah, we going to go get free lunch while his mom got money and shit, you know? But yeah, so before you come into the truth, you can see the benefits that these Edomites got, and they got the top of the year car. Yeah. You know, me and Thabo on the way to camp today, we seen all these old school cars that's all souped up and pristine. That take money to take a car that had rust damage in the fucking to restore it, man. That shit takes thousands, tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars to get that car in that car in that condition. Yeah. And then you got all that Edomites look like they can have a heart attack at any moment. Just driving, having the time of their life.
Blue knuckle ass niggas.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cold-blooded snake. You know? That's why they out in the sun with the top drop so they can try and get some heat. You know what I'm saying? You know, old people be cold all the time for no reason.
Oh, yeah.
No reason. It's the hottest day of the summer, and they cold, they shivering.
Can you turn that heat on?
Can you put a blanket on me? I was like, ah, man. I'm hot in here.
Put a blanket on me. All right.
All right, bro.
What's going on, man?
Yep.
I'm going to finish. So I'm going to read that again. It says, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked, for there is no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not, when they die, they giving an inheritance to one of their children. And guess what? That's going to continue until they come back on the earth and receive that inheritance as one of their descendants.
Yep.
You know?
So, what you reading?
Psalm 73, and I'm at verse 5 now.
Okay, I got this.
It says, all right, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. You know, hey, the scriptures tell you that in Deuteronomy, cursed be thy basket in thy store.
Yeah.
Roughly paraphrasing. So your bank account, your savings account, man, you put away some money for a rainy day. Every day's a rainy day.
Every day. You
under
the curse.
Hey, we in Washington. Every day's a rainy day.
It came much quicker than you thought it was.
Way quicker.
The rainy state of life.
You just transfer the money over and you got to transfer it right back.
Damn.
Fucking 5 minutes later. T-Mobile hit you up talking about it. Your phone bill is ready. God damn it. I just paid that shit.
Just made that.
You know? Verse 6, therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. So Esau's just always in a state of violence. That's why majority of America's existence has been nothing but war.
Yeah.
You know? It's been nothing but whether that's been civil war or American troops butting into somebody else's business per request of Israel or Europe or the UK, you know. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. So when you bring up slavery, you know, they laugh at that because it's like we didn't that don't pertain to us as far as being on the receiving end of that ass whooping. That was you and your people, and that was so long ago. Get over it. You know, we gave you jobs. You know.
You would be in huts if it wasn't for us.
You read something there talking about their wealth. And where was I going with that? Oh, they got a whole law for people that exemption of law, I should say, for people that was raised, you know, too rich, so they don't really have a grasp on reality. There's like a whole loophole in the law. Superfluity.
There's a name for it. I don't remember exactly what it is. There's a name for it.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
It's because, like you said, rich kids get off on that shit.
Affluent.
There
Yep.
you go.
Yep.
They have an affluent lifestyle, so them having all access to fucking their heart's desires from birth, born with a silver spoon, as they say, born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Because of that, they think they can get away with murder.
Yeah.
And so when they end up doing some crazy shit and end up in the courtroom, the judge being having compassion for his fellow Edomite, they let him get off.
Yep.
Wait.
This is a definition from Google AI Overview. Affluent describes someone or something characterized by abundance, wealth, or prosperity. It can refer to people, places, or even abstract concepts like creativity.
Yeah, it said it can refer to people in places. Because you got certain countries, like there's a they got a casino over in Europe. It's called the Count of Monte Cristo. I know that was a movie, but there was one of them James Bond movies.
Casino Royale,
something like that. That casino, if I'm not mistaken, that movie's based upon, that's an actual casino over in it's somewhere like off the coast of France, if I'm not mistaken. But it's its own country. But it's a hella small country. It got its own government, police force, and all that. And if you live there, you're rich. So going back to the definition of saying that affluent can refer to either a person or a place, you know, and that place, you know, is a prime example of that. Go ahead.
It says it can refer to people, places, or even abstract concepts like creativity. The word implies having more than enough resources or possessions, often often associated with high social status and financial security.
And that's why Esau goes to everybody's country and try to not even try. He'll strong arm you and take the resources of your country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And another thing that popped into mind was you had the president of France that was saying,
The current president?
yeah, Macron. He was saying that. I think there was a picture that was on the camp chat, but pretty much you had him say there's some dude in Burkina Faso, which is in West Africa, that's trying to I guess come into power or something like that, but he's not backed by them Edomites in France. So this dude Macron is saying, "Oh, we'll do anything to stop him from getting into power and all that." Why? The reason why they're concerned about it is because that's not a benefit to them. Because if there was actually a leader established in any one of those African countries that's not a puppet of some European government, that European government is going to be cut off from fucking resources.
That's right.
And they don't want that. Which is why they got to butt into everybody's business. Go ahead.
I got a precept.
All right, bring that out and then
This is based off of the last precept that you were just reading not too long ago. This is Psalms chapter 37, starting at verse 1. It says, "Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb." Hey, the brother was reading about how they be getting these people just be getting over, even though they're involved in all kind of wickedness, man. They're involved with everything under the sun that's wrong, and they be, you know what I'm saying, you'll be envious of them because it seems as if they got it good, man. They got a bigger house, they got a nicer car, they got a pool in the backyard, you know what I'm saying? Their kids get to go on vacation and shit. You would think that they are living it up. They got good food and whatnot. You would think that they're living it up, man. But realistically, they're miserable, and it's coming out more and more that all these people that's in these high positions that they just get to live life as free as they want to are they're all miserable, man.
Hey, when you said miserable, there was a chick that rolled by, and she had a hand like this, and she just looked like she was irritated.
Absolutely miserable.
Irritated with her Edomite dudes.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's another thing. You mentioned vacations. Growing up, man. After summer break, you come back. First day of school, the teachers asking all the kids where they went. Oh, I went to Ohio to visit my grandma. Oh, I went to Florida, Disney World, whatever. And yeah, what'd you do? I played at the park across the street.
I climbed on the roof right here. That's what I did.
Yeah. Fucking, went outside, played, got musty, and had to come back in the house when the street lights turned on. Go ahead, Swat.
This is that 2nd Ezra 13 and 30 that you had called for. "And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth." Okay. I'm going to start at 29. "Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth. And he shall come to the..."
And those that he's going to deliver is the elect of the nation of Israel. The Heavenly Father is not going to send his only begotten Son, Yahweh back to the earth to deliver everybody.
Right.
All right? Just like in ancient Egypt, the whole nation of Israel got delivered up out of there. All right? All 12 tribes got up out of there. The dude that came up here earlier said he left before the Exodus. You tripping. And you ain't from the tribe of Gad, most likely.
And you ain't from Gad, bro.
We know a Gadite.
You probably a Benjamite.
Nah, either Levi, Judah.
You know what I'm saying? He's probably a Benjamite or a Levite or something.
Or Judite.
I don't know if he's a Judite. He didn't really come across Judah.
Nah.
But you ain't Gad though, bro.
Give us one moment. Dealing with a situation.
Yeah, we can do that too, buddy. We can do that too, buddy.
Yeah. People want to film us and record us without permission, like we're some fucking caged animals.
Yeah.
This ain't the motherfucking human zoo.
Got him,
Motherfucker,
bro.
this ain't the
Got
human
him,
zoo.
bro. And that's why when you're out here on the highways and hedges, you got to keep your head on the swivel, man. You can't just be in la la land and people in these people in these cars just recording. You don't know what they're gonna do with that. You know what I'm saying? Go home and make a YouTube video. What's in these? Whatever the fuck they want to call us. You know? Fuck these people, man.
That's right.
That's why when people they ride by and they wave and shit, like for the most part, that shit don't be sincere. Sometimes it might be sincere, but when I see Edomites ride by and they waving, you're an Edomite. Face value, you know, you could be a Israelite you could be, but this is Washington. You're an Edomite. All right. So fuck you. You know these people. Fuck these people, man. Part of my Swahili.
And part of it, they probably think we rooting for MAGA.
Oh yeah. They probably
They hating on, Democrats, because Democrats state and all of this shit and MAGA and all that.
Yeah.
They probably root for that.
Maybe some environmental conservatives, or what's the word?
Conservative.
Environmentalists. Some fucking environmentalists. Nah, man, we out here. We are environmentalists because we,
Peter though.
yeah, we are concerned with the environment, man, and it's destroyed. Like it says in Revelation, destroy those that destroy the earth. The earth is destroyed because of the so-called white man. So, yeah, you know, hey, the concrete is the same equivalent as a nigger woman wearing a permanent wig. Your scalp can't breathe. All right, her scalp can't breathe. Her pretty much her what God gave her is gonna die because it's not breathing. Her crop's gonna die. It's gonna contribute to her being bald-headed and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Do it to the ground and look up in the sky.
Exactly. Chemtrails galore. You know? Go ahead, though.
Verse 30, 2 Ezra 13 and 30. And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth, and one shall...
Did you start up?
Yeah, I did. I can do it again. This 2 Ezra 13 and 29. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth.
Right, so despite the prophets prophesying that there's going to come a day when Yahweh Shai via a big chariot, right, a grand chariot, is going to come back to visit this earth.
That's right.
Despite us prophesying that, even people that claim to believe, even Israelites that claim to believe, you know, in reference to these other Israelite groups, all right, the IUICs, the GOCCs, the ICPKs, the Sakari, the Genesis, they all, you know, a lot of them is going to be surprised because a lot of them don't even really believe, especially Tweedledee and Tweedledum of genocide. Genesis, yeah, the apostle. Monatazar calls him genocide.
Spiritual genocide.
Genocide. Because really, you commit genocide by saying you don't worship Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
You know, ain't no eternal life, according to them idiots, man. You know, but Yahweh Shai is going to return to the surprise of a lot of people, man. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 31. And one shall undertake to fight against another, and one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another.
Right. So you're gonna have all type of wars. You're gonna have civil war, all right, race war, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, as Yahweh Shai prophesied in Matthew 24, and ultimately one realm against another, being the realm, the heavenly realm, against this realm. You know, this earthly realm, the heavenly realm against this terrestrial realm. All right, Esau and his fighter jets, or his whack ass metal toys he has is gonna be no match for heaven. What is wrong with that car, man?
Yeah, it is.
It's gonna be no match for
Wait.
a heavenly chariot
Walk sign is on
that
the
can be right in your face, and then before you thought about blinking, and before you even actually begin to blink, it's gone. And then it reappears what's behind you.
Wait.
You know, the same space that it was in front of you is now behind you before you even got done blinking, just like that. Like that's the type of power that the angels is gonna come with, man.
That's right.
That Yahweh Shem Yahushua is coming back to this realm to visit the earth with, man. And that's gonna come to the surprise of a lot of people, man. Right?
You
I don't like that.
You gotta watch. He's got a shirt on that says "I live unapologetically" with a red cross on it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch that guy. That guy's up to some bullshit. He's up to no good.
He's a Edomite bike thief.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Verse 32, and the time shall be when these things shall come to pass,
Wait.
and the signs shall happen which I shewed thee before, and then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending.
Yeah, so that's when Yahweh is going to be declared, because he ascended up into the heavens. You know, after he was resurrected and spent, 40 days with the disciples, first apostles, pretty much equipping them with what they needed to be equipped with to pretty much continue on that journey. All right, that was an immense boost of faith for the disciples, because Yahweh knew what type of this weird old stuff, man. What you fucking power you try to hit with some? You see this shit? You put his hand way back. Bro, what are you doing, man? Oh, weirdo shit. Hey, what it was he put his hand out there, and that arm power through the spirit, get your ass back. Hey, like when Yahweh when they came to take Yahweh and they felt that power.
Yeah.
That's what just happened to his ass on a lightweight scale. Put his hand out. Bro, what are you doing, man? Just walk. Just get up the street, man.
Scram.
Verse 33.
Hey, no, he smelled he probably smelled
Oh
the
yeah. Something
Hey,
fresh in life.
read that last verse again.
And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the signs will happen which I shewed thee before, and then shall my son be declared, whom thou saw as a man ascending.
Yeah. So Yahweh once again ascended up into the chariot to go 777. To go back to the spirit world. So that same spirit, all right, Yahweh our Lord and Savior, out of one now, all right, is going to come back, and this time it's for war, man. The Lord ain't coming back for no peace. Ain't gonna be no peace and no Edomites, man.
That's right.
The Lord coming back for war, man.
Yep.
Can I get this real quick? Just real quick. It's Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Go ahead. No, read it again.
It says, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Right. So the Lord didn't come to send peace on earth, man. The Lord came, he came to bring a sword, man. And that came by way of disrupting what the wicked scribes and Pharisees had. Pretty much the way the earth was being operated, expressly dealing with the Israelites. You had the Israelites that was in the land of Israel. You had the scribes and the Pharisees, which a lot of them were wicked, because they was bought and paid for by the Romans, by the Greeks and then the Romans. Okay, so with Yahweh coming on the scene, coming with the doctrine, with his doctrine, which was really the doctrine of Yahweh, his heavenly Father, which was pure. Woo! These people are bugged out, man. That's why you don't let women drive. Women don't know how to drive. You can't even do a U-turn without boat. The boat, I'm talking about, you doing a U-turn, but damn near three of the four tires run over the center divider. But you're supposed to pull out a little bit and then hook that mud.
Like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's crazy. But anyways, the doctrine Yahushua came with was his father's. And that in itself disrupted, you know, what was going on in the land of Israel at that time. You know? So read that one more time.
Verse 32, 2nd Ezra 13 and 32.
Wait.
And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the signs shall happen which I shewed thee before, and then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man descending.
Wait.
And when all the people hear his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle they have won against another.
Yeah. So during World War III, all right, prior to Yahushua's return, you're gonna have all these nations going against each other. All right, the West against the East, pretty much. And what's gonna happen is when Yahushua pop up, everybody gonna think it's a UFO invasion, and they go, we need to be shooting them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're multiplying. They're gonna think it's a so-called UFO invasion, and direct all their attention to this invasion, and they're gonna be turned into dust and smell of smoke, as the scriptures say. You know?
Yep. And an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together, as thou sawest them, willing to come and to overcome him by fighting.
Yep.
But he shall.
The Lord that created you, all right, because the Lord created everything.
Yep.
All right, even the heathen. You going against your maker, man. You gonna really try to fight against the power that created you. You deserve death, man. That's what's gonna be granted all these armies that try to fight against the Lord, man.
That's right. Verse 35, but he shall stand upon the top of Mount Zion, and Zion shall come and shall be shewed to all men, being prepared and builded, like as thou sawest the hill graven without hands.
Right. So Zion is a people before it's a place. All right. And also, I believe the apostles are mentioned that Mount Zion was a chariot, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, you said that multiple times.
Yeah, so Mount Zion, one, is the people before a place, and then two, he's coming back in the chariot, and it just mentioned that as if a mountain was cut out without hands. So that chariot that Yahweh is coming back in, the whole planet Earth is gonna see it, man.
Yeah.
You know? And what it say, prepared what?
Hey, that's right.
As she said, God's chosen people.
Being prepared and builded, like as though thou sawest the hill graven without hands.
Yep.
Verse 37, and this my son shall rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations.
Yeah, the wicked inventions of the nations, man. You got all type of artillery and S-500 missiles and Satan 2, Satan 3 and anti-tank, all kind of artillery and devices that the heathen have created ultimately for the purpose of trying to fight against the Lord, man.
Yeah.
And he's going to rebuke those inventions. And the way he's going to rebuke it is with fire, excuse me. All right? Because the chariots, as the scriptures say, right aiming thunderbolts.
Yeah.
The chariots have a laser fire, concentrated heat that's going to be zapping shit. You know? These satellites. You know, one thing that I'll be thinking about is when the Lord returns, you know, you're going to have the Yahweh chariot, and you're also going to have shuttle ships, all right, smaller chariots that the angels is going to be operating, you know, in and so on and so forth, and they're going to be shooting that fire on Esau's tanks, on Esau's fighter jets, you know, and I be thinking, you know, them coming from the heavenly realm when they appear, you know, if it was me, if I was in the chariot, you know what I'm saying, and I'm coming back from the heavenly realm to this realm, to Earth, and we just appear in space, and I see satellites, I'm zapping them shits, man. If it's that time, if the Lord said it's go, if Yahweh, well, Yahweh, because no man knows the day nor hour, if Yahweh's like, it's time, go, fuck shit up, you know what I'm saying? Deliver the elect, and do away with the current power structure on the earth. There's all kind of satellites floating around. I'm zapping all them shits, man. You lost all communication. You know, I'll be thinking about shit like that. Salaki, I digress. Go ahead.
All right, verse 38. And
can only wish, right?
Hey man, you know we got imaginations. The Lord gave us imaginations, man. Because that helps us. You know, we're looking towards that day, man. You know, so with us desiring that day, of course, it's natural for our mind to start actually thinking of how events could unfold, man. Not saying that it would happen like that, but it's a possibility, man. And that keeps our hopes up. You know, so ain't nothing wrong with you know, imagining, you know, the toppling of Esau's kingdom.
We should meditate terror and hasten the day.
That's right. That's right.
all right, verse 37 again. And this my son shall rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations which for their wicked life are fallen into tempest, and shall lay before them their evil thoughts and torments wherewith they shall begin to be tormented, which are like unto flames, and he shall destroy them without labor by the laws which is like unto fire.
Yeah. So the Lord, it's already prophesied, the destruction of the heathen. So when the Lord returns, it's time to get busy. 441.
The Lord ain't coming back to negotiate. He ain't coming back to sit at no negotiation table.
With Benjamin Netanyahu and Donald Trump.
Wait. Let me explain.
Ain't the Lord ain't coming back for that, man. All right?
That's it.
This is Zechariah chapter 5 and verse 1.
Too cool for school.
Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying robe. And he said unto me, what seest thou? I answered, I see a flying robe, the length thereof is 20 cubits, and beneath thereof is 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth, for everyone that stealeth shall be cut off, as this side according to it, on this side is according to it.
And this is going in the chariots, man. You know, because what did Esau do? Everything Esau stole, everything Esau has acquired, he acquired it by way of stealing, by killing, by raping, by pillage, by plundering. All right, unjust means is how Esau acquired this earth. Okay, so the chariots unto Esau is a plague, man, which is why they go above and beyond to have 555. They go. That's why they go above and beyond to have the truth of the so-called UFOs classified, man.
Yep.
And then, we gonna declassify them and release them to the public, and then two Dennis Robbins.
What the fuck, man?
Weirdo Africans. Crazy. But when they say they gonna declassify and release some so-called UFO information to the public, it's some bullshit. They talking about, we shot one of them out the sky in Area 51, and these are pictures of the remains. That goes hand in hand with the bullshit lies of them going to the moon.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit.
Right.
You know, you lying about going to the moon as well as so-called UFOs, man. You know, a UFO, a chariot, all right, a chariot, or the other word for, they call them not UFOs, UAPs.
Yep.
Unidentified
Aerial phenomena.
Aerial phenomena. UAPs. You know, whatever.
And then they got if they see them under the water, they call them USO or USP or something like that. Submersible or some shit.
But that's Esau trying to categorize everything. We don't care what the Bible calls them. We gonna call them what we want to call them.
Right.
And that's part of Esau's lies, man. You know what I'm saying? And now you got people thinking that, oh, if we aim right, we can shoot these things out the sky, and so on and so forth. You know? Go ahead.
Zechariah 5:3, then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth, for everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that swears shall be cut off as on that side according to it.
You got 144 over here by
Verse 4, I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief.
Yeah, that's why you got all these so-called UFO sightings in America, man. Not only America, you know, all of the North, Central, and South America, for that matter. You know,
they see a lot. Most of them they see is in Canada.
in Canada, yeah.
So people in Canada think they're going to be, you know, abducted and all of that shit. You know, the whole flag is scattered throughout the four corners of the globe.
Yeah, because you got a lot of Gad up there.
Yep.
You got a lot of Levi and Benjamin up there too. You know, Judah.
You got Judah up there from escaped slaves and shit.
Yep.
Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
Home.
Yep.
They call it home.
The inventors of
Hockey.
hockey.
You know, and me and Thaba actually know a Nova Scotia. You know, cool cat.
Cool cat.
Cool cat. Wish it was in the truth, but he ain't.
Hey, if the Lord would have just, you know what I'm saying, but it wasn't for him. But he was a cool cat.
But a
He
friend
ain't
of the prophets.
He ain't did no wrong by us.
Yeah, a friend of the prophets. Hey, and they say a friend of the prophet is going to receive a prophet's reward, man.
Verse 4, I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name.
Yeah. Hey, Esau with his blasphemies, man. You know, we just read in earlier in Thessalonians, he exposes everything that's called God. You know, Esau painted up all this imagery of the Lord being a Edomite, a pale-faced, stringy-haired, blue-eyed devil. That's blasphemy, man. Okay, so hey, you're gonna be visited by the angels because of that. You know, and also to add to that, demons are angels too. Just on the left-hand side, you have a lot of these. Remember, back in the early 2000s, they had a lot of shows dealing with paranormal activity and all that. It's always Edomites that deal with their house being haunted, right? You know what I'm saying? Recording shit, moving in their house in the middle of the night and all that.
Right.
That's because, you know, the shit y'all into, the shit y'all stand for and believe. You bugged out about this paranormal activity, but you got a goddamn Ouija board in the house.
Right.
You got
around with a Ouija board though.
every night you go to sleep, you watching these horror movies. You know, you got pictures of Michael Myers and all this shit in your room, and you wonder why your house is all haunted and shit.
They drive a hearse.
Yeah, they drive a hearse. Hey, we be going to lunch at work and shit. We have a nigga that be driving around in the hearse.
They call off the net on every damn thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
On any opportunity they get, they just do off the net on everything they got.
We got tattoos of this shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just like
The
with
bitch walking across the street.
with the circle and everything, like
Yeah.
the real symbol for that shit.
And a barcode
Right,
on the
right.
back of her neck.
Right. Drawing 666 on every damn thing, and they wonder, you know what I'm saying?
Why is my life like this?
You get visited by your God.
Right.
You trying to commune with you.
Right.
Yeah. You rang?
You a servant, right? That's what you trying to get down.
You said you want the dark side, right?
What is this? Don't run now.
It says, says back in verse 4, and it shall remain in the midst of this house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof.
Hey, that's why this place, as we read earlier in the week in our live stream on Monday, there's no peace unto the wicked. She got the dog driving the car. The dog's
steering wheel.
fucking the dog's paws as she's turning the steering wheel. The dog's paws is
Turning
on
with
the
her.
steering wheel. Crazy. Fucking gooks, man. Fucking gooks.
Catch it live.
Do that again.
Hold on, man. Y'all about shooting outside.
This is Zechariah 5 and verse 4.
Walk sign is on
I
the
will
ground.
bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that swear forth by my name. And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and it shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof.
Yep. So this whole place is going to be destroyed, man.
That's right.
And not only are the missiles going to play a part in that, you're going to have the angels, once again, with those right aiming thunderbolts, that concentrated heat, that's going to be zapping shit too. Like the movie The War of the Worlds. You know, when they came back. Not the one with Ice Cube. All right, not that one. That's what look at this guy. This is not
What
France.
the fuck, man?
This ain't France. You look like a gold statue. This fucking remote control. Yeah, but not only like in the movie The War of the Worlds, you had you know them so-called aliens that was zapping shit. People running, then they just turn into dust and smoke, poof, baby powder. All right, that's gonna be happening here in America, man, in various places around the world. All right, who has something?
I got it.
Okay. Go ahead.
This is Zechariah 14 and verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
Yeah, a plague isn't just a blight on vegetation, or a famine, or the plagues that befell Egypt. What was it? 10 plagues? 10 plagues that hit Egypt. All right, and it came. You know, some dealt with water, some dealt with beasts, man and beasts, insects, all that. You know,
Hygiene and all kinds.
Anything outside of the norm in abundance can be considered for the detriment of crops or people or cattle can be considered a plague. But guess what? This plague here. This is a special plague. All right, this is a special plague.
It says, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Yeah, hey man, and this plague is gonna hit. This plague is gonna hit everybody in America that is not an Israelite of the elect, that through the mercy and grace of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai got beamed up into a chariot. This is what if all these people in these cars driving and riding their bikes, if they live alive, if they're alive long enough, if they survive martial law and all that shit in the Civil War and race war, that class war and all that's gonna happen here in America, if they survive that, all right, they survive whether they took the chip or not, if they're still alive on the day of the Lord, this is how they can expect to die, and it's guaranteed, man. Right? Now the only way you can get out of it is if fucking, you know, you see this plague falling down upon the land and you have a heart attack or some shit. Brain aneurysm and just give up the ghost.
I don't think the Lord's gonna allow that.
Hey, what the scripture say?
Man's heart failing you.
Yeah, you know.
I was just saying, it was like, you know, you making up to that, the missile's falling, you're probably catching that fire.
Hey, but hey, this is gonna be something that's
Walk sign is on the
going.
ground.
All these old ass people. Some old ass Edomite that dealt with some nuclear program, but he thought it was coming back during what they call that the Cold War with Russia and shit. He thought it was gonna happen then, but his ass stayed alive long enough and it actually happened. Man, he can end up having a heart attack.
Oh, they really did. You fucking Take me home.
You know?
If his children be multiplied.
Yep, it is sword. You know?
It says back in Zechariah 14 and 12, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Yeah, that's all. The soft tissues, just the first to go. Once those nuclear missiles get shot off, and that wave of fire sweep across the land, the people that's gonna be caught up in that, man, your eyeball, you're gonna lose your sight. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be pretty much soldered to the ground, like when you doing stick welding or some type of welding. You know what I'm saying? You got a piece of metal that you got to weld, a vertical piece of metal that you got to weld to something that's horizontal, and you stick weld it at the bottom, and now that piece of metal stands vertical. Hey, when the missiles hit, these people are literally gonna be soldered to the ground. You just standing there, can't do shit, but just enjoy the fruits of your labor, man.
Yeah, you see that in that mountain town south of Rome. It blew up. Pompeii. You see that in Pompeii? Yeah. Motherfuckers stuck doing whatever the fuck they was doing when that bitch blew.
Yep. That's a crazy way to go, man.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. All right. You got something?
I got the man's heart film.
Yep. Was you on something?
Yep.
This is let's see where I want to start reading. Yeah. This is Luke chapter 21. I'm gonna start reading that verse 22. It says, "For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days."
Now, what Yahushua is talking about here, the woe to them that give suck in those days, he was referring to 70 AD. He's prophesying of the fall of Jerusalem. All right, because you had the Israel or Jerusalem that was pretty much taken down by the Romans by way of Titus and Domitian, Vespasian. Okay, and that's why they have the Ark of Titus over in Rome to commemorate those Roman bastards taking down the kingdom of Judah.
Yep.
Okay, which they was already pretty much a vassal state of Rome, but they pretty much, you know, did away with the known structure of the Israelites at that time.
Yep.
So the Lord was saying, "Woe to those that give suck in those days," meaning women that are with child and breastfeeding or whatever, going through that situation, being pregnant. That's crazy. You know, something can happen to where you got this woman, she got twins, pregnant with twins. Fucking Romans come besiege Jerusalem, and not only is she starving, but two of those babies is starving. You know, she got 3 mouths to feed, starving. You know what I'm saying? Her husband ended up getting killed. Like, it's a crazy time, you know.
For there shall be great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
Yeah. So the time of the Gentiles being fulfilled is coming up. So once again, when you're a people before a place, we still trodden down by the Gentiles.
Yep.
Esau still got his foot on our neck, and it's more so. I would love for, because you ever notice when they come across right here, they kind of bounce. I would love for it to both the wheels came off the ground, and then when they come back down, the handlebars is a little bit crooked. Wow, right into the building or something.
They do that. They try to catch it. Oh.
What they call that? The death
wobble.
The death wobble.
You know it's over for you.
Yeah, it's over. You know as high as that grill up there. You know.
Meanwhile, somebody's just running over that damn median at the same time. So, you know what I'm saying? says, and there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations.
Yep. And all these nations is in distress right now, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's fucked up, man. Everybody's jacked up. You know, and nobody for 1 second. And nobody has answers. You know, Esau's been parading with his BS so long with no results. You know, nothing that Esau gives or announces to people that being a way of making things better actually works, man. Which over all this time has led all these nations to be in a state of distress. You know? And it's only gonna get worse.
Yep.
With perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Men's hearts fell in them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
Yeah, these people in the positions of authority. All right, NATO, EU, even Russia, China, America, you name it, gonna be in a state of distress, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know, okay. Imagine people's sentiment once it's known that, as the saying goes, if it's up, then it's stuck.
Oh yeah.
You already got Trump talking about, he already sent them 2 nuclear subs out last week, right? So imagine when it's the road over, people know that any minute, literally any minute, they expect for a nuke to hit this bitch.
Right.
Imagine people's state of mind then, how frantic and paranoid and bugged out people gonna be, knowing that Russia just said they about to shoot some nukes over this bitch, and vice versa. You know, hey, we can't forget about the beast hating the whore, the UK, you know, NATO and all that, claiming, you know, shooting. We can't forget about NATO and the EU and all that shooting missiles over here too.
Yeah.
Because that's prophecy. You know, so when that's known, when that's like it's evident, like, man, at any minute they're gonna push that button. It's gonna be total chaos in the earth, man. You know?
Running over each other and shit.
Yeah, to go nowhere.
Trampling. Yeah,
To-
man. Gridlock, everybody on the highway and shit,
exactly.
trying to go somewhere. Ain't nowhere to go. Oh, dumbasses.
Dumbass Edomites, you trying to go 2 hours out into the mountains.
Right.
So they bunker.
Right.
So they bunker, and they only got 30 minutes
Right.
before the missiles hit.
It's 15 minutes.
Hey,
You got 15 minutes and they still gonna try to rush in the car and try to
Yeah.
get out. Man.
You seen that in that movie, How It Ends, or How the World Ends?
No, you talking about
With
Leader Robian?
Leave the World Behind. You seen that shit? They was trying to leave the city, and they couldn't get
Oh
anywhere.
yeah. Hey, the Teslas had the shit all jammed up.
Man,
That was crazy.
technology bombs.
It says, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your head, for your redemption draweth nigh.
Yeah, so we want these things to happen because that means that our redemption, Abaratazah, is right around the corner. Like Apostle said in a video earlier, he said once DJT announces that chip is mandatory, he said in 2 to 3 months we can be out of here, man. And that's a great feeling, man. That's like, okay, 555, Rocketah, Yabashim, Shabbat. That's a demon, man. That's a demon. That nigga's a demon, man.
It's a straight demon.
That was
He
a
even
demon.
veered this way a little bit.
Fucking asshole. And that's why
Hey, you
we...
can tell he's a demon because the little
Yeah, the bugger had the mustache.
the mustache that connects to the sideburns going up.
Yeah.
But no beard, though.
Fucking
Chops.
Wolverine looking at.
Right.
Hugh Jackman looking at.
This is Record Mike Spirit.
Yeah, he was pissed off.
Fucking bitch.
Hey, that's why we can't stand you fucking Edomites, man. And it's gonna be a glorious day when the Lord destroys all you damn devils here in America.
That's right.
All right, by way of thermonuclear destruction. From other lands, we get to shackle you up as we was going into earlier and put your ass in slavery, man. And let the ass whooping commence.
Yeah.
Y'all see that truck that just went by? It was a pest control truck, and it said, "We stomp out pests." And yeah, you Edomite pests is finna be stomped the fuck out.
Stomped out. Y'all about to get stomped out.
That was beautiful.
Make American town stone. All right, read that last part.
It says, and when, this is Luke 21 and 28, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your head, for your redemption draweth nigh.
Yeah, so all these things are beginning to come to pass, and that's why brothers constantly be looking up in the sky, you know, like where's the chariot at, you know, so on and so forth. Because we know our salvation is nigh, man. And then that's why our salvation is coming from above, which is why Esau is fixated on destroying and altering what's above.
Right.
I had seen something earlier. That shit
You went nowhere.
That's a whack ass car, man.
40. Walk sign is on the cross. 40. 40.
When
Walk sign is on
yeah,
the
I
cross.
lost my train of thought.
Man.
12. 11. 10.
Oh, that's why I had seen something
6.
that was going into
4.
Esau. Their plan on staging a false alien invasion.
November, right?
Yeah, by way of
Bluebeam.
Project Bluebeam. You know what I'm saying? These holographic images that they're gonna be using to stage a alien invasion. All right, which they want to, you know, pretty much jack everybody's minds up with that because they want to play God. But it ain't gonna work. As the scriptures say, if it were at all possible. Did you get that?
Very elect.
Yeah, in Matthew. If it's at all possible, they'll be able to deceive the elect of the Israelites, but it ain't gonna be possible. But go ahead with it.
All right, this is just since you quoted it. This is Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore.
Yeah,
and
the beast being NATO.
Yeah.
All right, the 10 horns being the 10 kingdoms or governments that the Edomites have had over the years that have ruled. You know, you've had Spain that ruled at one point in time. You've had the French that ruled, the British, you know, so on and so forth. So those European nations is gonna hate the whore being America. Okay, because America came from Britain. Britain is pretty much America's mother. You know, a lot of the same words that are used in Britain are used here, but they might be spelled a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Might have a U over there in Britain, and they removed the U over here.
Yeah, you know, like a labor. How they spell labor?
What are you?
Labor, yeah, or in America they might spell it differently than how they spell it in the UK. All right, but the point being that those European nations is going to collectively agree that yeah, we hate America, so we got to do something about it. Yeah. She fucking up the money, you know.
She fumbling the bag.
Just go ahead and blow her up, man. They way across the pond anyways. They ain't gonna know what hit them. Go ahead.
These shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire.
Yeah, thermonuclear destruction. Okay, and for it to get to that point, it lets you know that America's going to. You got another one? You got another one? Fucking weird ass bitch. Try to get our attention, so it's you fucking weird ass, man. You fucking Edomites, man. You invasive species that needs to get stomped out, exterminated, rooted out of the earth, man. Like the scripture says.
You're trying to cover her face up and shit.
Get that license plate too, man. Look at this big ass bitch.
What's up, baby?
All right, go. Yeah, man. I didn't know you was. Like weirdo, man. She gonna wave us down to get our attention. So when we look, she gonna snap a picture. And then when we pull out the cameras, we're like, bitch, what are you on for? Now you wanna hide
I'm
your
trying to hide
face?
this shit.
Man, fucking weird ass Edomites.
It was all good.
I hate Edomites, bro.
Man, with a passion.
On the way here, we was going into that. Fuck Edomites, man.
His brother was like,
go ahead.
he was sitting there,
you
know, letting all steam about Edomites and shit, and then he's like, slack it, brother. I'm like, nah, keep with that, keep with that. That's the vibration for today, man. Fuck these.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
That was it on that.
We gonna wrap it up.
This is Matthew chapter. Actually, Kalak had a precept before. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 24. It says, "For there shall arise false anointed and false prophets, and shall show
false prophets. Hey, man, coming into the truth. Like this is the thing. Look, in the world, when I would read about everlasting life, I believed it. You know what I'm saying? Like living forever. But I didn't even understand what it was that I was reading like that. You know what I'm saying? But the thought of like living forever is appealing to everybody.
Right, everybody wants that.
Unless you're a damn demon. Unless you're an Edomite, really.
Unless you're suicidal.
Yeah. Like Sean Kingston.
Like Sean Kingston.
That's the first thing that popped in my mind.
Like shit.
That's
But-
crazy, son.
But then you wake up to the truth. She loves Edomites. You can tell she loves Edomites.
Tell.
Hey, but then when you coming into the truth and you hear about everlasting life and you really understand it, that's a hope, man. That you eagerly want to get to that. You eagerly want to partake in everlasting life. You know what I'm saying? And then to have in the ends 2 demons talk about ain't no such thing as everlasting life, man. Y'all tripping, man. Straight tripping.
12, 11,
Go ahead.
They want to keep on coming back as babies, bro.
7,
You want to keep having to come back and relearn everything over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Just a continual cycle of that, man. Nah, man.
I ain't trying to die.
I'm cool on that. You gotta, hey, bro, you gotta re-go through puberty all over again and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta.
But as somebody with spiritual power, though.
Supposed to be the ruler. You're supposed to be in charge of all this, but you a kid, got some heathen nurse over you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Telling you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. It says in Matthew 24 and 24, it says, "It shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they should deceive the very elect."
Right, and one of those great signs and wonders is going to be Esau fucking with that Project Bluebeam,
Oh, yeah.
deceiving the minds and the hearts of the simple. You know?
Oh, let me read up this one. Matthew 24 and okay, I'm gonna read up too. Matthew 24 and 22. It says, "And except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved before the elect say."
We got another one.
Before the elect say,
That truck right there.
those days should be shortened. Then if any man say unto you, lo, here is the anointed, or there, believe it not. Yep. For there shall arise false anointed and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch, if it were possible, they should deceive the very elect. So that blue beam is going to be one of those examples of saying, hey, look, the anointed's over here. And a lot of people's going to fall for that okie doke, man.
Yep.
A lot of people's going to fall for the fake invasion. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that some alien race from across the galaxy has come to invade the earth, and they're going to hand over all their they're going to be willing to hand over all their so-called rights to Esau Edom, man.
And that's part of that one rail government, man. Yep. Oh, we got aliens that's attacking us, and we just saved you guys from that, but we need to jointly come together and put give us all your weapons.
Hey, on on that Ice Cube War of the Worlds, that's what happened, man. You know what I'm saying? After they realized, oh snaps, this is an alien invasion, all the world governments came together, man, to do a united front offensive against the aliens.
That's what they're gonna try and do against the outside. But we already read what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Dust and smell of smoke.
Yeah.
This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 7, and let me start at 42. He answered me and said, this present life is not the end where much glory do abide. Therefore have they prayed for the weak, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of immortality for to come.
Yeah.
Immortality.
Immortality. Literally, immortality means not die.
Hey, mortality means death.
Yeah.
The mort immortality means death, man. To be mortal means being subject unto death.
Yeah.
Like a mortgage.
So immortal, all right, means not subject unto death, man.
Right.
So, we're gonna be immortals, man.
That's right.
That's what I'm looking forward to. I don't know about y'all niggas.
That's a promise. That's a promise.
Yeah, how you gonna stop the Lord's promise? Buffoon ass niggas,
So
man.
Esau told me
Esau,
Just because you getting your pockets filled up by some devils.
about some Edomites.
Fucking,
Y'all
you should be
turned into
ashamed of
Edomites.
yourself, man.
Y'all niggas is black Edomites. Y'all got the. Hey, that poison got them.
Yeah, black
We
cracker.
talked about it earlier. Yeah, graham crackers. Spiritual graham crackers. Go ahead.
It says, wherein corruption is past and temperance is at the end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and the truth is sprung up.
Yeah, straight righteousness for the nation of Israel. You know, all this, you know, you got Israelites that believe all kind of crazy shit.
Wait.
Ain't gonna be no more of that. You gonna get down with Yahweh Shem Yahshua or die. Comply or die.
Only two options. Only two options.
Hey, get down or lay down, and if you lay down, stay there.
Stay down.
Verse 45.
Fight the curve.
Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed.
Yeah.
40.
So
Walk sign is on
when
the cross.
Esau, his road is, when it goes out the window,
Walk sign is on the cross.
ain't nobody gonna be able, there's no salvation for him. There's no saving that. This old world, there's no resurrecting this old world, the old way of doing things according to Esau's book. Ain't gonna be none of that.
It says, nor to oppress him that has gotten the victory.
Right. You ain't gonna be able to oppress the Israelites, man.
Right.
Because we got the victory. You know? So with that, brothers got anything?
Nope.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. And once again, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Wadash.
Till next time, Shalom.
Shalom.